friends. Welcome back to my channel, Diamonds and Washi. My name is Katie, and if you are new to the channel, hello, welcome. And if you're back, of course, welcome back, as always. Tonight I am hopping on to join all of you for a WIP and Chat. And if you're not familiar with what that stands for, WIP and Chat, well, WIP stands for Work in Progress, and Chat just means that we're going to chat for a while. So whip out your WIP. Did I just say that? I can't be the first one, but I just said it, apparently. It can either be a diamond painting or something else, whether it's crafty or house related or car related. I don't know. We're just gonna hang out and chat. So I guess I'm already setting the tone for our evening together. It's been a long weekend. I've been parenting solo for 2 full days now, and my mental capacity is showing it. Anyway, let me give you a quick rundown of the things that I'm working with tonight. So I am working on Spirit of Flight of the Diamond Art Club variety. And the pen I'm using, this is a new pen that I just recently got in from Jim's Handmade Pen Shop. I really love this blank. It turned a little bit different with some extra space down here than I was expecting, but I still think it's really beautiful. The tray is from Muni Made. It's one of their large trays. This is my house crest. That's it. That's tonight. This is from Patty Wax. She has all of the houses, and if you're a Ravenclaw like me, shout out to you. And then I'm using Not Your Mama's Mud tonight, and this one is the Nana's Creamy Citrus Concoction, because I thought I'm feeling summery. The weather feels summery, so it's just seemed like the right kind of scent for that. So yes, I've already worked a little bit on this section, but that's okay. So how are you tonight? I hope you're doing really, really well, and maybe a little bit less scatterbrained than I apparently am tonight. Before we get any further, I do want to remember to take a moment to thank those of you that bought me a coffee this week. If you're not familiar with what I mean when I say buy me a coffee, I have this service set up through, well, the website is buymeacoffee.com. You might have seen other creators that have it as well. It's just a chance for you to make a one-time donation to my channel without having to sign up for a monthly subscription like my Patreon. I do have a Patreon that I just launched at the beginning of this month, and am really thoroughly enjoying learning and getting into the groove of vlogging for my weekly vlog that I do there for the top 2 tiers. And they're getting sneak peeks, like they knew about my Diamond Art Club sneak peek before that video went up and stuff like that. So I'm really enjoying getting to know people over there as well. And it's still, early enough in the month that you can feel free to check it out if you want to. Both Patreon and Buy Me a Coffee are linked below in the description. Anyway, anytime that someone buys me a coffee, I am going to thank them at the beginning of my WIP and Chat, because I just so appreciate the additional support that you've given to my channel. So this week, Catherine bought me a coffee and said, "Thanks so much for elevating the art of diamond painting." Oh, thank you for buying me a coffee, Catherine. And I don't know if I would go that far, but I hope that I can at least be helpful and give new perspective to some people. So thank you so much for that. Okay, so let's dive into it. Ooh, I did forget to mention, because I always get lots of questions on this and I've been forgetting. This is a skinny metal multi-placer. I don't know if it's stainless steel. It is metal, and it has yet to burr at all. I am loving it. It is from the Sleepy Cat store on AliExpress. I will be sure to link it along with the other shops that I mentioned with my goodies tonight. I'll link it all in the description below so you can take a look there. But I love this. I think it was $9.99 US with free shipping, and it showed up in about 2 weeks from ordering. I love it because it's thinner than most of the stainless steel multi-placers that are out there. So anyway, let me grab a color and let's dive into it. Okay, let's do this one. So how are you doing tonight? How was your weekend? I hope that it was relaxing and that you're starting to get a taste of summer. I know we certainly are starting to get a taste of summer here. The heat makes me so grumpy, though. The heat makes me so grumpy. I feel like I have the very, very opposite of seasonal affective disorder, where it's when it's sunny and it's hot outside, that's when I start to feel kind of down, because I don't like sweating. I don't like sweating. I know no one likes sweating, but I really don't like sweating. It makes me so grumpy. I'm like, I just want to be cool. Now, that's summer. It's I would much rather be cold, because in the winter you can add more layers on and, be in public. But in the summer, like, you can only strip down to so much, and either you're completely indecent in public or you're still hot. So I apparently have really strong feelings about summer. I feel like it got hot here earlier than it usually does. Usually the month of June is still pretty cool for us. And this week, like Tuesday through Thursday, we are under like a heat advisory where they're like, yeah, you want to make sure that you're staying inside and well hydrated, because it's going to be in the triple digits. And I think when we get like our first big heat wave of the year, whoever does the advisories is always like, okay, people are really bad at this when this first starts out, so let's put that warning out there so people know to be careful. So I'm just going to be staying inside in my AC. How about you guys? Are you like me and like really resentful and bitter about the heat, or are you a lizard that loves just soaking up all of that sun and heat? Yeah, so this upcoming week is the boys' last week of school. I actually need to double check exactly which day is the last day of school, because Connor keeps telling me different days. And I think that Micah's might be different from Connor's. They go to two different schools, and they're, Micah's in preschool and Connor's in kinder. So like, it's feasible that they'd have two different last days of school, but like, I gotta write this stuff down. Someone shift my brain into the kind of person that likes using a planner and will consistently use a planner, because I've tried. I used mine for a whole week 2 weeks ago, and I haven't touched it since. I tried. This is how it always goes. So it'll be interesting to shift to having the kids home, because I just got used to them both being at school and me having a little time to myself during the morning. It really only amounts to like 2.5, maybe 3 hours, since Micah's preschool class is not super long, but it was really nice to have that. I get a little bit of housework done. More often than not, I get at least some diamond painting done. I can run errands instead of having to save it all for the weekend when Adam is off work and can hang with the kiddos. I feel like I'm about ready to start taking the kids into stores again, though. So that's something I should test out. Connor, I'm confident in his ability to go in a store without like causing a bunch of trouble, and he will wear a mask. Micah, I'm like literally, I can't even wrap my brain around that kid wearing a mask. They're trying to work on it with him at preschool, and it's not happening. We'll get there. But yeah, it'll be interesting to have them home. My parents are flying out soon, and they'll be here for, I think, about a week. They're not going to stay with us. Normally, if just my mom comes out, she'll stay with us. She'll sleep on our sleep sofa. And if it's just her, she'll stay with us. If she and my dad come out, they will just go ahead and get a hotel, because our sleep sofa bed is like a full-size bed, and my parents are used to, they like have a California king-size bed at home, and it's, got a comfortable mattress and stuff. And our sleep sofa is a sleep sofa mattress. It's what you would expect from a sleep sofa mattress. It's not bad for a sleep sofa mattress, but I don't know I don't think it would work out terribly well for 2 people. So anyway, so they'll stay in a hotel, which means selfishly, like, I'll still get some diamond painting time in the evenings. When my mom was here a couple months back, when was she last here? Was that April? I think it was April. And she slept on our sleep sofa. I grumped a little bit. If you were subscribed to my channel then and in my WIP and Chats, then you would have heard me mention, like, I can't do that much diamond painting because she's sleeping on the couch and she's stuck on Ohio time. And so she's wanting to go to bed pretty much when our kids do. And so I'm missing out on like 3 hours of diamond painting time. Look, it's valuable diamond painting time. I get my best work done after my kids go to bed. But no, I'm really looking forward to seeing them. And it's nice when my dad comes out because he's the kind of person that I swear acts of service must be his love language, the way that he likes to express it, because he's the kind of person that comes out and he loves doing projects. Like, and he doesn't care about getting like dirty. Like, he like redid our flower beds for us last October when he was out and helped install like new blinds and garage shelves. Like, it's just, and not that my mom won't help out with those things, but it's nice to have like someone that can hang with the kids, and then I can help my dad with stuff, or he can just do stuff. It's an extra set of hands, and we just enjoy spending time together. I don't know, maybe we'll try even eating out while they're here. We're all fully vaccinated, so yeah, we'll see. What else has been going on? The birthday party that I went to with the kids. That was just this past Friday. I mentioned that in my last WIP and Chat that I was looking forward to getting out of the house and taking the kids to that. It was at a park, and just as I expected, I basically was just chasing Micah 90% of the time. It was fine. I'm really happy that we went. I know it meant a lot to my sweet friend that we came and that we celebrated her son's 6th birthday. Her son and Connor are only a month apart in age, and we've been really close friends for, a long time. We met shortly after our kids were born. But yeah, when we were at the park, Micah would like sort of be playing happily. He never stopped moving. And he played on like the play set for a little while happily. And then he would just make a game out of like picking a random direction and just sprinting as fast as his stubby little legs would carry him. And more than once, he decided to sprint for the parking lot and the street. So let's just say he gave me my exercise that day because that kid could run. And I should have worn my tennis shoes. I should have anticipated that this was going to happen. But it was hot, so I wore my sandals. And running in sandals is not nearly as comfortable or efficient. I wasn't able to go as fast because I was in sandals. I really thought about just kicking off my shoes and sprinting. But everything is fine. He was fine, but I was like, yeah, we're not going to a park again, like, anytime soon unless I'm here with another adult so that there's at least one person that's solely on Micah duty. Connor did great. I think he was a little bit sad that, like, I wasn't able to interact with him more because I was just chasing his brother around, but it was okay. It was okay. He was excited to get to go and play. Right now, so this weekend, I mentioned that I've been solo parenting. And why am I solo parenting? So if you've seen some of my WIP and Chats before, you've likely heard me mention more than once, like, oh, Adam is filming this. Oh, Adam has this film thing coming up. Well, this weekend was a filming weekend. And it was just because of the nature of it. It took both days of the weekend, and it involved him getting up super, super early because the filming was entirely dependent on light, and it was outside. So they literally had a ticking clock of, the sun. So he was up super, super early, driving up to LA. And so he's been gone all day yesterday, all day today. The kids have been pretty good about it. I am glad that Adam is still working remotely, because that means that they'll just get some bonus time with him during the week to kind of make up for the weekend. Maybe you can take some long lunches and, go for a walk with Connor and stuff like that. But I don't know. It's been a little bit lonely parenting solo, because Adam is gone, like, by the time we all wake up in the morning, and he's not getting home. Like, right now, it's what, like 9:30 right now? And he's not home yet. Like, I don't even think he's left, because I think they went to go get dinner because they were all starving. I cannot blame them. So, like I said, the kids have been pretty good, but I felt kind of like a slug today, because I can't take them into stores. I'm not taking them into stores anyway, yet. And it wasn't like I was going to take them to a park after the Friday birthday party debacle with Micah. But it was fine. Like, we did some fun stuff at home, and I treated them to, we went out and got Happy Meals, because that's what I do if I'm flying solo. They include apple slices with Happy Meals now. So it's been, a relatively uneventful weekend for me, anyway. I'll be glad to have Adam around a little bit more, and I know the boys will too. So, what else is going on? Oh, I was gonna give you like a little update on this Josephine Wall comparison and how that's going. So just today is Sunday, by the way. This is going up tomorrow, Monday. Today I put up on Instagram the side-by-side comparison of the first two columns of each of these Josephine Wall canvases. And I filmed the video for that, I think last week. And I just haven't had the chance to put it up yet. I really need to figure out what I want the schedule for this week to look like, because I have a lot of videos in the queue. But I'm still really thoroughly enjoying this Josephine Wall project. I took a day or two off of it, actually, because I was feeling a little bit of burnout. And for whatever reason, I was in the mood to pull back out. Sorry, my neighbor's dog says hello. Celestial Dreams, which is a Randall Spangler kit that I had started shortly before these Josephine Wall kits come in, and have largely put that on hold. But like I said, I was just kind of in the mood to work on it a few days ago, and so that's what I did. Okay, I really wanted to spare you that because it was driving me crazy, and I have to imagine it was driving you crazy as well. So I also decided to make use of my time and go grab another bag of this particular color, because I think I just go everywhere. I thought I was going to run out of them before I finished the symbol in the section. So anyway, it was nice to work on Celestial Dreams. I got like a row and a half done on it, and that was basically like, a day or two on it, and then I was very ready to come back to the Josephine Wall kits. So I made really good progress on the diamond painting Deutschland version, and finished the third row on that one already. And now this is the first section of the third row of the Diamond Art Club one. I'm still really, really enjoying it. And just taking like that day and a half break made a big difference. I'm glad that it wasn't like I need to take a month off from this, which is what happened with the other one, the other diamond painting Deutschland kit I'd worked on. But anyway, when I put up that side-by-side picture today, I saw that actually the diamond painting Deutschland Instagram account, the owner there, commented on it. And it just, I don't know why, just seeing that they had left a comment made me suddenly feel like, oh no, I don't want this to turn into like I even say in my captions and in my videos, because I just feel so weird about it, I don't want this to turn into like which company is better. Like, that's absolutely not my goal. But I hope that the companies themselves understand that. I don't want this to be a competition. I just want it to be like an observational comparison. If you were to order from this company, this is, what their strengths are and what they do well and what you can expect when you order from this company, versus this is what this company does. And neither has to be better than the other. It's great that we have more than one option of this beautiful artwork and different styles of rendering. I think that's only a good thing. And hopefully this will help people make a decision for which they might want to go for themselves if this is a piece they want to work on. So I'm treading very carefully, because I don't want this to get nasty, I don't want it to get cutthroat. That's not my goal. That would defeat the purpose in my mind. So I hope that you guys will help me with just sort of keeping it very cordial in the comments. You guys have been great. You guys have been wonderful. And I've really thoroughly enjoyed how much you guys are enjoying this every bit as much as I am. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I feel like it's hard to believe that I only have one more column on the Diamond Painting Deutschland one to do, and I'll be halfway done with that kit. That's mind-boggling. That's like a column per week, basically. I'm loving it, though. Loving it. And it really does feel like working on two totally different kits. Okay, the way my glare is hitting. There we go. I should have picked different symbols to have left for this WIP and Chat, because the way that my my lighting is, it just actually makes it a little hard for me to make out some of these symbols. Anyway, other fun things that are happening. So speaking of Diamond Art Club, I still am on cloud 9. I'm still on cloud 9. So a couple of you guessed as much. What I teased in my WIP and Chat last week about having like a huge, a very, very exciting for me video going up this past Friday. And that was if UPS pulled through, and they did. And that super exciting video was a sneak peek of a Diamond Art Club new release. And I was just so touched. I was so touched by how many of you in the comments just had nothing but kind things to say just about me and how happy you were for me. And that means the world to me, because I never want it to be like I'm rubbing someone else's nose in something that's gone well for me, or something that is going well for me, or a way that I've been blessed or lucky or whatever you want to call it. That wasn't my goal at all. I just wanted to express like my very heartfelt gratitude and excitement. I'm sure you could probably hear the glee in my voice. And I took video of my own reaction like the evening after Diamond Art Club had messaged me, and I did include that in my Patreon vlog. I promise I'm not going to do this thing where I'm always referencing my Patreon vlog. I won't do that. But anyway, so I did take video of that reaction, and I was such a spaz about it. It was so exciting. So I know a couple of you were curious about what that looked like. I know I cannot be the only one who has hoped that they might be able to share Diamond Art Club sneak peeks, and it's the kind of thing that, as it turns out, they will reach out to you. I had not messaged them about it because I didn't feel right about it. I just felt like, you know, they probably get lots of messages from people asking about this kind of thing. I don't want to be a pest. And as it turned out, like, they were glad, as they said, that they're like, we're glad that you waited until we reached out to you. And yeah, one less email for them to field, I think. But I just am so flattered and so grateful, and I do have another sneak peek that I will be sharing with you guys this week. I cannot tell you what it is yet, but it's going to be so incredible. I'm so excited, and I already have it in hand because it got shipped with last week's sneak peek, so I have it in hand, and I'm trying not to spill the beans, but it's going to be so good. Anyway, just thank you again. If Diamond Art Club is watching, like, thank you to you guys again. They did say that they, you know, had seen my channel, and they also let me know how much money I had spent at Diamond Art Club over my lifetime, and that was a number that I just have blocked out of my head now. So anyway, other happenings in the diamond painting world. So the Old Masters event yesterday, so today's Sunday, so yesterday, Saturday, Jessica put up a video that it was fascinating to me, actually. And I've seen her do this kind of thing before, but when she showed a video that was like a tutorial that shared like the different steps on how to do this and the tools to do so, it made it feel so much more accessible, and to me opened up this whole new realm of possibilities for diamond paintings. So what Jessica went over in her video this week was how to crop and edit artwork, edit like full pieces of artwork down into a smaller, like a cropped in version, like to make it more doable as a diamond painting. And the idea behind it is that some of these really beautiful Old Masters pieces are highly detailed, and in order to make a diamond painting out of these pieces that would actually look good, you'd have to get a massive, massive canvas to get that level of detail. And not all of us want to work on massive customs all the time. So Jessica talks through ways that you can crop a photo down and still have the composition look good, or in really interesting ways you can do it that will let it be a more manageable diamond painting size and let you focus on a different part of the piece instead of having the entire thing in front of you. It was fascinating. I'm not going to try to explain all of the rest of it because like I've already like stolen some of her thunder from that video, but I will link the Old Masters playlist that has all the videos in this series below. If you haven't watched that, go and take a look because it just made me want to order more customs. And as I was watching it and learning, because this is not something I'm not familiar with this at all. It's not something I'm familiar with. I felt like, ooh, is the learning that I'm doing right now, I hope that's the same learning and the same feeling that you guys have had during the course of this event, like as we've done this kind of educational video series. I hope that it's felt like that for you as well. So this upcoming Saturday is going to be the last video in the video series, and I know that the way that we've talked about it has maybe been a little bit confusing. So while this upcoming Saturday is the last video in our 8-week video series, it's not the end of the event yet. The Old Masters, the Summer with the Masters event is going through most of the summer. Right now we have the end date set as August 14th, which is 8 weeks after our last video. And the idea behind that is that we wanted you guys to have a chance to soak up the video series and feel equipped to order one of these kits, and we wanted to give you time. Like, we wanted to give you time to like watch the videos and then actually place your order and give you the time for the turnaround time to actually get your canvas in hand. So no, the event is not ending this Saturday, just the video portion is. And we'll have some like kind of bonus videos through the summer to kind of help keep the event sort of fresh in people's minds. I still have at least two other Old Masters canvases that I am going to be working on this summer. I'll be kitting one up and starting it soon. It's the one that I showed in my sectioning, how I section off my canvases with washi tape video. The canvas that I was prepping in that video is my next Old Masters piece that I'll be working on. It's a custom that Craft Ease sent me, both for review and in support of our Old Masters event, and I'm excited to get to that one. I just have been on such a roll with these Josephine wall canvases and a little bit still feeling burnout from Miranda the Tempest. Gosh, it's such a beautiful piece of artwork, but I can't believe how much I burned out on that canvas. What can you do? So hopefully this next Old Masters piece, it has lots of bright colors. It's also smaller. It's a 40 by 50, and it looks like there's some color blocking. Hopefully it won't feel tedious. Hopefully it'll just be enjoyable and bright and happy and very on theme for the summer weather that we're really diving into. We're a little ways into the video now, so I want to make sure that I mention to you guys, because if you're watching my WIP and Chats and getting a bit into my WIP and Chats, I think of you as, a large part of my, really my circle here on YouTube. Because if you're here, you're probably here because you want to hear more just about me, and you're probably watching, more than just popping in for a video or two, which, there's no problem with any of that. But I did want to give you guys a heads up that I am going to be having a number of giveaways when I hit 5,000 subscribers, which I don't think is too far off. I don't think it's too far off. It's mind-boggling. And I'm speaking in earnest. I'm not being disingenuous, but it's mind-boggling. But here's what I have decided to do, because I really want to give back and show my appreciation and my gratitude for all of your support. That just blows me away. So I've been talking and thinking about for a long time about how I have more diamond painting accessories than I possibly know what to do with, and talked about I really want to de-stash some of my pens and some of my trays and some of my patty wax and stuff like that, and I have some kits that I want to de-stash as well. Well, just I think again as a way to give back, I think I'm going to give away a bunch of this stuff as part of my 5,000 subscriber giveaways. So I think what I'll do is I'll have some of these physical things, like probably one or two kits, and then a couple of different accessories packages that there will be maybe multiple winners. And for those physical things, I think I'll have those be for United States residents, and then do a couple of gift cards for my international subscribers, so I can thank all of you the way that I want to. So, because if I were to make a video that had 5,000 subscriber giveaway or something like that, and the title I would get, my understanding from what other people have run into is that you really, 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 really shouldn't do that, because you're just going to get a bunch of random people coming in. And even people that probably don't even like diamond painting, they just search for giveaways. So any giveaways that I do, I'm going to do in these WIP and Chats, because it's just the best space for me to nest them in, and hopefully means that actual subscribers and part of my little circle on the internet, as I call it, will be the ones that will find out about that. So I'm letting you guys know here to continue keeping an ear out on these WIP and Chats. I need to work out all of those details and have a plan in mind. But yeah, so we shall see. I don't know. The pace at which I get new subscribers is a little bit unpredictable. So I don't know how long it's going to be. For all I know, I will have announced this and it's going to be like another 6 months, but we'll just see. We'll see. I thought I'd go ahead and give you a heads up. Words are hard. It's been a long weekend. Did I mention that? Oh my goodness. So other things going on. I keep meaning to mention, because I've heard several creators mention this recently, and I always forget to mention it until like after I finish my WIP and Chat. I'm like, oh shoot, I was gonna say that thing in agreement with other creators. So I've heard several people mention recently that they don't like to film when there's someone else around. Like if they have a significant other or family members or like roommates or something, they don't like to film while those people are around, because it just feels like someone is listening in. And even when Adam is around when I'm filming, I'll often be like, could you just put on headphones? And it's funny. It's specifically when I'm doing things like WIP and Chats and vlogs, I feel so self-conscious about it. And the weird thing is that I'm not saying anything that he doesn't already know or that I wouldn't just say to him, you know? And I don't care if he goes back and watches the video, but there's something about someone just sitting there listening to you talk to yourself about anything under the sun for an hour or whatever. It kind of feels like, maybe it makes me feel like a narcissist or something. I don't know what it is, but I've heard other creators mention that as well and be like, I don't like filming when people are around. And I did actually chat with Adam about this just the other day, and I was like, is this so weird that I don't like filming when you can hear me, even though like I'm not hiding anything and I don't care if you watch the video back later or whatever. And he's like, no, it makes perfect sense. He's like, some of the, best stage actors in the world, like this is really common where like they can perform in front of a crowd of 1,000 people, like no problem. But if you were to put them on stage in front of 10 people in the front row, they would freak out. I mean, this is just a analogy. He's like, so it's a similar thing. He's like, you're talking to a whole bunch of subscribers. No, they're not there in person, but he said, I'm like your, wait, is that right? Bending close to make sure I had the right symbol there. I don't know if that was right. Hold on. He's like, but I'm like your little audience of one. Like, he's like, yeah, that was the wrong one. Okay. So he completely understands. But it just means that if there's an opportunity like there is tonight where he's gone, hopefully he'll be home like in the next hour or so at this point. But I'll go ahead and take advantage. And again, I don't mind as much if I'm like filming a tutorial or a post review or an unboxing. But those feel like, I don't know, they're less personal, So anyway, just wanted to share solidarity with those of you that have like stage fright around around people while you're filming and stuff. I did just super briefly want to touch on events really quickly. Because I had every intention of participating in some events this summer on top of the Old Masters event that I'm co-hosting. But This Josephine Wall project has gripped me. I love it so much. I cannot step away from it. But I did want to mention a couple of events that I had been planning and hoping to participate in, and might even still try to sort of squeeze in something. I'm not sure. So first I want to mention Knox over at Punked Out Diamonds. Hold on. Punks and Crafts. I'm going to double check their channel name. I even have my computer over here. So they are doing an event that's all around the punk genre, which I'm not necessarily completely familiar with myself. I had to watch their intro video that sort of explained all of it. And it looks like a really interesting event. I'm really enjoying watching all of the people that are participating in it. I was originally planning to participate with the kit Pride from Diamond Art Club. Yes, okay, their channel is Punks and Crafts, and the event name is Punked Out Diamonds. I was originally planning to participate with the kit Pride because who knew that actually falls under the category of punk. And it's June, it's Pride Month. Like, I would love to be supporting and participating in that, like support of that as well. As I'm talking about it, I'm like, I could totally go and kit that up, and I could at least get it started and like show that extra support for Knox's event. But Knox is just a really sweet and kind person, and I just want to show some support, even just peripherally here for their event, even if I'm not participating myself. So I'll link their channel and/or like event video down in the description. Go and check it out. There are lots of other events going on this summer. I had originally thought about participating in, there's a Randall Spangler event that's happening, I think in July. Okay, so I do not know all the dates for these. If you want more detailed breakdowns of all the events that are happening this month, or this summer really, I think that Mr. and Mrs. Dubé Diamond Paints, they have an Instagram account. I'll try to pull it up and link it below in the description, as always. I believe that they have a spreadsheet going that has all of the details about different events and who's hosting them and when they start and end and whatnot, so I'll link that. But I'll mention a couple of the others I was thinking of participating in. But there was the Randall Spangler event, and there's a travel event that I had thought I might work on. I have a Chuck Pinson or two that would have worked for that. And I know that Lindsay at Emeralds and Fairy Lights just announced, I don't think they've announced all the details yet, but she's going to be hosting a Jasmine Beckett Griffith event, I think in July, to sort of coincide with, oh, those drills went flying, with like all the Craftably pre-orders should be coming in, and there were lots of really beautiful Jasmine Beckett Griffith kits in the Craftably summer pre-orders. I want to say, is she co-hosting it with Shay? Crafting with Shay? Anyway, I'm excited for them to be putting on that event. But I know that there's events that I'm forgetting, and I'm really sorry about that. There are a lot, and I highly recommend going and checking out that spreadsheet to see if there's something that catches your eye. Because I'm certainly not expecting all of you to be participating in summer with the Masters. So if that's not your thing, but you're still looking for maybe just some help with deciding what kit to work on next, you could go and check out the event list. And if there's something that would fit a kit that you already have in your stash, and that gives you an excuse to work on it and probably participate for some prizes and just for the community aspect of it, you know, I definitely suggest that kind of thing. Oh my goodness, drills are flying everywhere. But like I said, I do feel bad because I had plans to participate in these events this summer, but I just got completely pulled into my own projects and my own event, to be fair. Like any real extra time I have, I need to actually make sure that I'm working on my old Masters kits as well. So I also, I have in my drills and my canvases for my big Heaven and Earth Designs project. I haven't even unboxed them yet. I feel like once I get to the halfway point of this Josephine Wall project, maybe then I'll unbox them, like as a treat. But I really don't think I'm gonna start that project until I'm done with the Josephine Wall kits, and then maybe even not until after we finish our summer with the Masters event. Like, I don't want to overdo it any more than I already am. But that's going to be a really big undertaking, but I'm so excited for that. So I'm doing a diamond painting conversion of a cross-stitch chart. I picked up a chart from Heaven and Earth Designs when they had a 50% off sale a couple months ago, and then sourced the canvas and the drills from Cooper Diamond Art. So I'm anxious to take a look at those and see what I think. That's gonna be a big project. I'm excited though. Have any of you ever done a Hade diamond painting conversion before? I would be so curious to hear if you have, or if that's something that's even on your radar or not on your radar. I was just gonna go ahead and open up this section, but to be totally honest with you, I think instead I might go ahead and wrap up this WIP and Chat because my throat is starting to hurt just a little bit, and I feel like I've been chatting your ears off for a little while, and I need a little bit of unwinding time after 2 full days of solo parenting these wild kiddos of mine. But I really, really enjoyed getting to hang out with all of you in this WIP and Chat tonight. I hope that you had a nice time hanging out with me as well, and that you got lots of whatever WIP you were doing done. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, tell me what your Hogwarts house is in honor of this guy. And if you don't have one, if you don't Harry Potter, that's okay. Still just let me know how you're doing and how your weekend was and any projects that you're working on. Let me know if you're not a Harry Potter person, you can let me know if you prefer the summer or the winter. Do you like sweating like crazy? Or do you like being like snuggling up with warm blankets and books and hot chocolate in the winter? Yes, I am super basic. Anyway, I know I also talked about a lot of different things tonight, different events, like different supplies, like the stats of things that I shared with you guys tonight. So be sure to check out the description below for all of the links to all of the things. And I think I'm just going to leave it there, you guys. Keep an eye out for lots of videos this week. I probably am going to have to put up more than like my usual sort of every other day because I have a lot in my backlog. And want to get those out to you guys. So definitely keep an eye out for those. But otherwise, yeah, I'm gonna let you guys go. I hope you have a really, really wonderful week. Please stay safe and healthy and make sure you're taking care of yourself. Drink lots of water. Please hydrate if it is summer where you are, like it is here. And all the usual stuff. If you like this video, give a thumbs up before you click away. If you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button and the bell to be notified when I share new videos. So I hope you have a really wonderful week, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye, friends.